These three girls stepped into a lift, chatting and laughing like normal, but when they arrived at the ground floor, they were shocked to find a solid wall completely blocking the exit. One girl wanted to push against it to see what was happening, but the others panicked, fearing the lift might drop, and begged her to stop. Desperate, they selected a different floor, but when they reached the second floor, another wall was blocking them. Terrified and confused, one of the girls called for help, and the operator assured them that assistance was on the way. Frustrated and running late for work, one girl took matters into her own hands. She rode the lift back down to the ground floor, inspected the barrier, and realized the wall sounded hollow. Gathering all her strength, she threw her full power into a massive push, smashed right through the fake wall, and realized the entire thing was just a massive prank. This twin sister decided to pull a crazy morning prank while her sister was busy washing her face in the bathroom. Right before her sister could look up at the mirror, the twin saw the perfect opportunity and stuck a terrifying ghost picture directly onto the glass. While her sister was completely distracted and focused on scrubbing her face, the twin quickly and quietly sneaked out of the room. When her sister finally finished rinsing off and opened her eyes to look in the mirror, she saw something she couldn't believe. After a super stressful day, this girl decided to unwind by watching a scary movie late at night, completely unaware that her twin sister was already home. Sensing the perfect opportunity, the twin snuck into the room with an air horn, waiting patiently for the absolute scariest part of the film. Once she was perfectly in position, she blasted the horn right during a massive jump scare. You seriously need to watch until the end to see her twin's priceless reaction. These roommates decided to pull a wild missing leg illusion on their friend while she was fast asleep. First, they carefully set up a prank by cutting her trousers, hiding her real leg under the mattress, and replacing it with a fake leg covered in pouring fake blood. Once everything was ready, they slammed an axe onto the floor to wake her up with a loud bang. Waking up to the sight of her missing leg and blood everywhere, she instantly started screaming in pure terror. Her other roommate rushed into the room, pretending to be completely shocked, and they both scrambled to clean up the mess and help her stand up to go to the hospital. But as they were helping her walk, one of the roommates accidentally stepped right on her hidden real leg. In that exact moment, the pain registered, the illusion broke, and she realized she had been completely pranked. After having a few drinks at a party, my twin sister and I headed to bed to get some sleep. Little did she know, my friend and I had planned a wild midnight prank. We decided to fake a ghost possession by making me look like I was levitating in midair, using a hidden chair to create the effect. To make it extra safe and look incredibly realistic, we draped a large blanket over the setup to hide the chair completely. Once the trap was set, I started making creepy, unnatural noises. At first, my sister didn't notice, but as the ghost sounds got louder, she finally woke up and saw me floating. She instantly panicked, screaming for help and trying to hide in the corner, but after a few moments, she noticed something strange. Gathered her courage and ripped the blanket away. You won't believe her reaction when she saw what was actually happening. Knowing our sister would be back from work late, my brother and I decided to prank her by making a hidden waterbed. We carried buckets of water back and forth to fill it up completely, hidden under her regular blanket and mattress. Suddenly, we heard a noise outside. Our sister was home early. We quickly scrambled to find a hiding spot to watch her reaction. At first, she noticed the floor was a bit wet, so she grabbed a mop from the bathroom to clean it up. Then, frustrated by some untidy clothes on her bed, she decided to clean those up first. Still completely oblivious to the giant water trap, she went to take a bath. When she came out, she was distractedly chatting with a friend on her phone. She walked over to her bed, completely unfocused, and the moment she threw herself down to lie down, this happened. My friend ordered some swimming pool equipment, which arrived as a massive stack of 4 incredibly tall delivery boxes. Little did the onlookers know, this was the classic falling boxes prank, where the boxes are actually taped together to create a fake tipping effect. The delivery driver, who was in on the joke, carefully walked through the pool area carrying the giant stack. The buyer saw him, told him to be extra careful, and led him toward the drop-off spot. Along the way, the driver kept pretending to lose his balance whenever they weren't looking to make sure the prank would land perfectly. Once they reached the location, the driver gasped that he was too tired and about to drop him. Another guy rushed in to save the day and catch the boxes, but because he was standing right on the edge of the pool, the boxes tipped forward, sending him losing his balance and diving straight into the water. It was all just a harmless prank to make everyone laugh. Do they deserve a like? My friend decided to pull a severed head prank on her sister using a clever paper illusion. She placed a printed face inside a giant jar and hid it deep in the back of the fridge. When her sister went to grab a snack, she didn't notice it at all. She was too busy chatting with my friend about which food items had gone bad and needed to be tossed out. As she started cleaning the entire fridge, she kept moving items around, yet somehow she still missed the jar. Even after my friend specifically asked her to grab something from the back, she remained completely oblivious. Finally, my friend told her, "Hey, can you grab those bananas from the back?" When she reached in and moved the items blocking the jar, she finally saw it. One day, this girl was sitting with her boyfriend, casually chatting while scrolling through videos of muscular, handsome guys on her phone. What she didn't realize was that her phone was accidentally connected to the living room TV via AirPlay. Every single thing she looked at was being broadcasted on the big screen. Suddenly, she got a nosebleed from staring at the handsome guys. When her boyfriend asked if she was okay, she nervously claimed it was just because she ate too much hot pot lately. To test her, her boyfriend started making specific comments about the muscular men on the TV. Panicking, she quickly flipped her screen to show him a mobile game, trying to play it off. But the second she turned away, she went right back to scrolling. Finally, her boyfriend dropped a major hint that triggered her attention. She looked up at the TV, realized her secret was out, and you won't believe her reaction. My brother is a hardcore gamer, so my sister and I decided to take advantage of his focus to pull off a legendary prank. We carefully set up a fake leg made with pillows and fabric and hid it perfectly under a blanket while he was locked into his game. Once the trap was set, we called him over to help my sister with a massage. At first, it was totally normal. He's massaging her shoulders and back, completely oblivious to the fact that one of the legs he's working on isn't real. When he finally moves down to the legs, he starts getting curious. He asks why the leg feels so stiff and tight. My sister plays it cool, saying, "Oh, I went shopping all day, and my muscles are just super tense." He keeps going, getting more aggressive with the massage. She suddenly yanks the fake leg out from under the blanket and holds it up.